Hi all, hope everybody's doing well. Just doing another quickish video here on uh, this Fiido and the mirrors and stuff. If you watched, there's a bit of wind here in the park today, so hopefully the microphone will pick it up okay. But if you watched another one of my videos, I think last year I posted it. You remember that I had a lot of trouble finding mirrors for this bike, right? Mainly because when you ride this bike, the mirrors don't stick out far enough. So when you're riding it, your your arm is like, pull this mirror up, your arm is blocking the view of the mirror, right? So you don't get a very good view behind. And I like riding with mirrors, especially in London, because then I can see if there are any cars coming up behind me that I need to move out the way, or if there's like some guy on a motorbike who's doing like 100 mile an hour, or if I need to slow down because there's like some um, traffic jam coming or something, that something's happened. So I always like to have a mirror, especially on my right hand side. But it's been like really difficult. I honestly, I've spent like literally hours on Amazon trying to find like a mirror that would go out far enough. And then I thought about buying extension bars, and you can see this. When I got this bike, the horn and the horn and brake were actually over here. So what I did is I undid them to try and move the mirror out as far as I can to, so I could get a good view. So even that is like just moving it like an inch and that, but it kind of still helped. And I had known about these bar end mirrors here for a long time, but I didn't want to put a bar end mirror on it because basically you can see here I would have to cut a hole here. Cop car. You can see I'd have to cut a hole in the actual, it's not focusing. Cut a hole here and then push the bar end in, and I thought, oh, it's going to make it look like a bit ugly. So I didn't really want to, kind of wreck the bike. But what happened is over time, this handle here kind of got pushed in a little bit, and then it kind of cut a circle where the actual handlebar went in. So it kind of did it for itself. And I thought, well, it's kind of like flapping a little bit anyway, like kind of cut away. So I thought, all right, I'll get this because I really wanted like a better mirror. And so once again, went back to Amazon and spent hours and hours and hours looking at different mirrors to try and find one that worked, and read like hundreds and hundreds of reviews and then I finally settled on this one. This one here, I think this is the name, I'm not sure. Here we go. RBRL. But what I'll do is I'll put the Amazon link in the description if you want to buy the same mirror. If you have, electric bike or any type of bike, it should fit. I think it's a standard. You can see that's like, think about maybe an inch or something, 3/4 of an inch, the bar. So that should fit. So, but it's adjustable anyway. So as long as it fits in there, I wonder if you can pull the cap off. Yeah. So basically, I just pulled the cap off there. Let's see if I can. So you can see it's just got an Allen key in there, and you just push it in, tighten up the Allen key. They're pretty standard, these things. Let me just put that back in. Yeah. So there we go. So I just pushed that back in, and this mirror has been like absolutely fantastic. I can get really good vision. Let me see if I can show you. See if I can get the camera in the right angle to give you a good field of vision. So you can see. Okay, let's see if I can. Yeah. So you can see. Let's see. Okay. So how far away are those? So those trees that you're looking at right there are roughly about 100 meters I think they're about 100 meters, those trees. So those two big, let's see if I can get the right angle. So those two big, I think they're oak trees actually. I think that those, where is it? Get down the right angle. So there's two big oak trees right there, about 100 meters behind, and you can see, you know, how well I can see them. And this mirror needs a bit of a clean. You can, even the camera can pick up the dirt, like kind of marks on it. So I need to like get a cloth and give it a bit of a wipe. Oh, you can see, like, here's my finger, right? So I broke my finger playing American football. Broke my small finger, dislocated it. But I can still ride my bike. I actually did it. I'd ridden into work, and then I was playing American football after work, and then I busted up my hand, and I had to go to A&E for 7 hours. So I left my bike locked up in the shed at work. But the next day I wanted to take it home, so I had to ride it with like broken fingers and stuff. So, but it's okay now. So anyway, just going back to that, you can see, you know, how clear you can see behind, you know. So if you're riding, let's just get that. So if you're riding your bike, you got a really good view of everything behind you. And the other thing is, like, if I put my arm here, let's see if I can do this. You can see my arm is, there, but you can see, you know, how well you can see, you know, it's only, my arm is not blocking the view anymore, whereas when I was riding with this mirror here, my arm would like block the view. So this mirror was only getting like a tiny little bit where I could actually see behind me, so it was kind of like pretty much useless, you know. And these were quite expensive. I can't remember, I think I paid about £20 for two of these, left and right one. You can see this one is just loose now. I'm actually going to take it off tonight because it's just like flopping around, and you know, I could tighten it up. It's got screws there. I could tighten it up, but I'm actually just going to undo it and take it off. So yeah, so basically this is the mirror I bought, and it works really well. There's like, let me see if I can get the adjustment on the camera. There we go. So you can see there's 3 screws there. When I first got it, I tightened it up a little bit. But one of the things is it doesn't move around. So if you're riding, you know, even if I'm like riding along the canal, it won't like shake. You know, this mirror is like really solid. It won't shake. You know, it's really sturdy, and the mirror is, you know, you can adjust it still if you need to. I adjust it every day before I like ride it, because obviously I knock it when I'm like wheeling it out of my house and stuff, and then I just adjust it once I get on the road. But it's been fine. I've had it now for a few months now, and I've never had to, once I adjusted it with those screws, I've never had to adjust it again. So yeah, and it seems to be fairly solid actually. I mean, I don't know if I dropped, you know, if I fell off the bike on my right side and it hit, I don't know, you know, how well it would last, because it is only plastic. But I can't remember the price of it actually, but I will put a link in the description. So, but it was under £20. I think off the top of my head, I just can't remember. It wasn't that much, I mean, and it's definitely worth, you know, it was worth the money I paid for it, for sure. And it's like, I don't know if they described it as being a proper mirror for e-bikes, because e-bikes, you know, they sometimes they go a bit faster than normal bikes, although that's actually not true. I get passed by those Lime bikes all the time on this. Those things go way faster than my bike. But you know, with e-bike mirrors, they're supposed to be able to handle a bit more speed. So yeah, so that's this has been like the best mirror I've found. And I've honestly tried about oh sorry, I've honestly tried about 6 mirrors with different bikes, and I haven't found one that works really well. I had a couple of had another bar end mirror. It was a little round one, and it wasn't anywhere near as good as this. So yeah, so anyway, that was just a quick video. If you guys like to, you know, ride safe like I do, especially if you're riding in like a big city, or even in the country, you know, I find I like to ride with mirrors just for safety reasons, and that, you know, it's good to have them. And even a couple of police have seen me on this bike, and when they've been passing, and they've go, oh, you know, congratulations, you've got a mirror on your bike. Nobody ever does that. I was like, yeah. So even the police were like quite happy that I had a mirror on this bike. So anyway, thanks a lot for watching. And as usual, if you guys are members of the channel, it's fantastic. And if you guys are not members of the channel, it would really help the channel if you would like and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers by Christmas, and I've only got, what have I got, 40 subscribers now. 42, I think 42 subscribers as of this video. So it would really help the channel if you would like and subscribe. And as usual, if you want to know anything, I'm not an expert like on all the different e-bikes, you know, because this is the first e-bike I've ever owned. And this is the one that I ride all the time, but you know, I do lots of things like maintenance and stuff like that. So check out my video if you want to see like wheel changes and brake repairs and things, you know, things that are related to e-bikes. And thank you for watching, and I'll catch up with you in the next video. Cheers.